to push record. So we're either going to use substitution or elimination. I don't care. I'm probably going to do some of both, just because. Why not? Right? So on number one, I should have taken the lines out. Forgot that I could edit it, and then I could have taken these lines out, had so much more room to write. I think I'm going to probably do substitution, I guess. I'm going to substitute. Why not? So I'm going to solve the first equation for B. So I get, what do I get? B equals negative 2a plus 20, right? Subtract 2a and add 20 to both sides. So I get B equals negative 2a plus 20, right? So wherever there's a B, what am I going to put? I'm going to take that and put that wherever there's a B in my other equation. So I'm going to get 6a minus 5 times b, but b is now negative 2a plus 20 equals 12. Now just solve for a. So 6a plus 10a minus 100 equals 12. I think that's right. Okay, so then we get 16a. Oh, I'm going to add 100 to both sides. Sorry. Whew. 16a equals 112. Ooh. Divide by 16. And a is going to equal, I don't know what a is going to equal. 112. Clear. Divided by 16. 7. A equals 7. So how do I find out what B equals? Plug in the A to up here. So B is going to equal negative 2 times 7 plus 20. So that's negative 14 plus 20, or 6. So B is 6. So my answer would be 7, 6, AB, right? AB. Huh? No, because I subtract 2. I subtract 2 and add 20, right? Are you okay with that? Awesome. Any questions? I haven't even taken roll yet. Okay. Okay, what about number 2? What should I do on number 2?
You should substitute.
I should substitute, and I'm going to substitute for x. I'm going to come up here. Sometimes it is, and some people like elimination better. So whichever one you like better, do that one. Does that make sense? So I'm going to substitute wherever there's an x, I'm going to put 9 plus 3y. So I get negative 9y equals 31. We have some big numbers here. Minus 5 times 9 plus 3y. Distribute. Negative 9y equals 31 minus 45 minus 15y. Is that right? That's right. Add 15y to both sides. And I should get 6y equals negative 14. What?
You forgot something.
I don't think so. Did I do something wrong? I didn't. I really, really didn't. Okay. Divide by 6. I really didn't think this was a fraction, but maybe it is. So negative 7/3. Whew. Okay. Y is negative 7/3. Now I solve for x. And I plug that in. So I plug it into x. So x is going to equal 9 plus 3 times negative 7/3, which equals 9 minus 7, or 2. So my answer is 2 and negative 7/3. That was ugly. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Is anyone not okay with me getting 7 right here? 3 times 7/3. Everyone okay with that one? Okay. You guys, if I'm going too fast, just tell me and I'll go back. Okay. Okay, so are we gonna get some, oh, good, okay. I'm like, are we gonna get something where we don't do substitution? Yes, we are. Okay, so number 3, I guess we're gonna do substitution again because that's gonna be the easiest, once again. So I'm gonna take the first equation, I'm gonna solve for u. Can I solve for u? So I'm gonna subtract 8t. So u is going to equal negative 8t minus 41. Whew. Dang. Okay, substitute that in. I get 7t plus 14 equals negative 4 times negative 8t minus 41. Wow. So 7t plus 14 equals 32t plus 164. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, now I'm going to get the t's alone and the constants alone, so I'm going to subtract 32t and subtract 14. And negative 25t, beautiful, equals 150. So divide by negative 25, and t is going to be equal to, is that 6 quarters and $1.50? Negative 6. STU, so t comes first. So plug in and find out what u is going to equal. U is going to equal negative 8 times negative 6 minus 41. 8 times 6 is 48. 48 minus 41 is 47. So I should get negative 6. I don't know why I put 47. It should just be 7, right? Whew. 7. Questions? Okay, I want you guys to do 4 by yourself. STU. Yeah. Okay, you guys do number 4. Number 4 now. You could do elimination on this one pretty easily, or you could do substitution. I'm just going to go ahead because I can do elimination pretty easily on this one. I'm going to multiply this one by 4. So I've got 5d plus 8c equals 4. And then 4d minus 8c equals 32. So I get 9d equals 36. Divide by 9. D equals 4. And then plug it into one of the equations. So I think I'm going to choose the second one. So 4 minus 2c equals 8. Subtract 4. Negative 2c equals 4. Divide by negative 2. C equals negative 2. So my answer should be negative 2, 4. Yeah.
When you do elimination, and it comes back to the number, do you use the original or the new one?
It doesn't matter. You should get the same answer.
Well, then, why did I know the answer?
Did you plug it into the 4d minus 8c?
It was 5.
Oh, we'll look at it. Okay, so let's do number 5. So I'm just going to say this. There's no way really to do substitution on this one unless you want to deal with fractions. How many of you want to deal with fractions? Nobody? Good answer. Okay, so I'm going to do elimination, right? So I think I'm going to get rid of my m's because that's multiplying by smaller number. So I'm going to multiply my top by negative 2 and my bottom by 3. So my equations become, what do they become? Negative 12n equals 6m minus 16. Yeah, that's right. And then 15n equals negative 6m plus 30. Add them together and I get 3n equals 14. Is that 14? 14, correct? Yeah. Divide by 3 and n equals 14/3. It's really ugly, but it's a fraction, 14/3. Okay, questions? Please let me know if I made a mistake.
Oh, that's where I went.
And now I'm going to be very selective on which equation I plug this back into, because I don't want to plug it in. I'm just going to say I don't want to plug it into this equation, because I don't know what, I'm going to get this weird fraction if I do it in there, just so I know, because 5 times 14/3 still gives me a fraction. But if I plug it into the other one where I have 6 times 14/3, I'll get rid of my fraction. Plus 8. So what's 6 times 14/3? Don't worry about what 6 times 14 is. How many times does 3 go into 6? 2. And 2 times 14 is? 2 times 14 is 7?
28.
28. Lovely. 28 equals negative 3m plus 8.
I told you it's a slow start. Why are you coming at me?
Oh my gosh.
I'm not coming at you. That's
Not
him. That's,
you.
well, why are you yelling at me? I'm so sorry. 20 equals negative 3m. Divide by negative 3. And m equals negative 20/3. So mn, right? Negative 20/3, comma 14/3. If.
That's why it looks so weird.
Because my answer are both fractions.
Yeah. So it's like this isn't adding up.
Okay.
It's too early.
It is too early.
It's a late 9 in the morning. It's not that early.
It's always too early.
No.
Okay. Yes, of course I can, honey. You're welcome. Did you say something to me, Isaac? Okay. I totally didn't hear anything. Like, I knew you were talking about it. I was like, oh, maybe he's talking to me. Oh, no. We good? Okay, here we go. So on number 6, I'm going to do elimination. Why am I going to do elimination?
For fun.
For fun, yeah. No, because I have 2 Q's, because I have Q and Q, right? I just have to get one of them to be positive. How do I do that? Times by a negative 1, right? So I'm just going to change all my signs on my top one so they all become positives. That's right. If you multiply by a negative number, it changes all my signs. Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to add that together. And 21 minus 15, 6 equals 2p. Divide by 2, p equals 3. Pick one of those lovely equations to plug it back into. Let's do minus 15 equals minus 5 times 3 minus q. So minus 15 equals negative 15 minus q. Add 15. 0 equals negative q. So what does positive q equal? 0. PQ. So 3, 0. You are like super late today. Is that what? My tattoo? Infinite love.
Did you recently get that?
No, I've had it for a long time. Okay. Let's have you guys try the last 2 and see what you do with the last 2. Look, I'm a poet and didn't know it. Okay, let's do this. So, number 7.
Substitutions, no, like if you're eliminating them, it's gonna give you an ugly question. What you gonna do?
I think I'm going to substitute, and I'm going to solve for r. So I'm going to add r to both sides. Oh, that's not an r. Add r to both sides, and then add 2s to both sides. So I get r equals 2s minus 4. So 8 times r, which is 2s, that is not an s. S minus 4 minus 7s equals 13. So 16s minus 32 minus 7s equals 13. Add 32. And I get 16 minus 7 is 9s equals, huh?
9s equals 45.
Oh, it's 45. 45. So s is going to equal 5. So then I get 2 times 5 minus 4. 10 minus 4 equals 6. So RS 6, 5. If you did elimination correctly, you shouldn't have gotten a funky fraction. You should have gotten the same answer.
Maybe I'm smart, sorry.
Face it back.
Yeah, that's your homework.
Oh, this is our
And number 8, I have a for you and a negative for you, so I'm going to change one of these to a minus. So I'm going to multiply by a -1. That gives me negative, negative, positive. So add them together, and I get 4v minus 20 equals 0. Add 20. 4v equals 20. V equals 5. Pick an equation. 4u plus 5 minus 15 equals 0. 4u minus 10 equals 0. 4u equals 10. U equals 10 fourths or 5 halves. STUV. So 5 halves and 5, unless I did something wrong. That's what it looks like. Okay, there you go. Okay, so your homework today is the second half of the page. If you flip it over, you're going to do the second half of the page, and you're going to take a picture, upload it to Canvas on today's date. We have one more lesson, then we're going to do the checkpoint. So next week.
So the checkpoint's gonna be like 5 different lessons.
4.
How many questions?
I don't know. I can go look.
You do good.
It's right up there. Hi, George. How are you? I'm good, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, huh? Yeah. So show your work, take a picture. Hey, you guys have to show your work to get credit. So, well, if you want credit. You don't have to if you don't want credit. I know, so you could get all your work done. You have an hour.
We have an hour to do homework.
Huh?
We have an hour to do homework.
10 problems, yeah.
Well, that's easy.
Right? So get your homework done. It is a connections day, so you don't quite have an hour.
Is it okay if I use the restroom?
Yes.
You have a hall.
Yes, it actually says
Wow.
hall pass.
Designated.
What? Oh, I have